Hi, my name is Jackie Messick, and today I'm going to be demonstrating a speech generating device on an LG tablet. Now, this is actually an app downloaded onto the tablet. It is not a separate device like a Prox Talker would be. You can download this app, and this app is actually free from the Google Play Store, and anybody with any type of Android tablet can access this app. It might be available on iPad also, but I know there are other similar apps that are also free that are available for iPad as well. This is not one of those options. So what this app does is similar to PEX. Uses pictures to help the student communicate, but it also generates speech with the picture, so the student is able to hear language from anything without somebody having to say the sentence out loud. So with PEX, they take pictures off of Velcro and put it on a binder, but you need somebody else to say the sentence. With augmented communication devices like an app on a tablet, there is audio recording that says the sentence for the student. All they have to do is press the cards and hit a button. So they're hearing language anyway. And this is great for students who are nonverbal or have limited language, or even those who have language, but maybe their articulation isn't so great and they're kind of hard to understand sometimes. So there's, on the bottom of this app here, there's a ton of categories all on the bottom, and that is where the pictures are located. So you have history, original, and that section is where you can find all of the pictures and cards that you have uploaded yourself, because you can add your own pictures and phrases as well. There's toys, food, people, animals, body, and the body section has things like eyes, ears, nose, hands, stomach. There's a clothes section, vehicle. You slide over, you see places, time, feelings, actions, relations, and questions. So these are all things the students can ask. And how this works is the student would select the categories that they're looking for in order to make a sentence. So if you ask the student what they want, the student can go to the want section and hit the I want picture, and let's say the student's hungry, they go to the food and they hit the snacks picture, and then you hit the play button.
I want snacks.
And you get the I want snacks sentence. And if you could ask them what kind of snacks they want, they can hit the little garbage can to delete that sentence, and they want some cookies. So what kind of snacks do you want? And cookies. So you're able to understand what they want. They're able to communicate. They also hear the language without somebody else having to say it. And it definitely helps decrease problem behavior. It decreases frustration. The student is able to communicate, and the person they're trying to communicate with is able to understand what they want. So it adds for a more functional relationship that way. There is a section down the bottom for history, and that is the apps that you've used. The pictures that you've used last. So if there's a picture the student uses often, instead of having to go through the different locations on the bottom of the tablet, they can just go to the history section, and they're able to see all of the icons they've used recently or used most often. They would be in that section, and they're a little easier to find than having to fiddle through all different categories down at the bottom. The other cool thing about this app is there's a settings option. There's 3 little dots up here. And in order to access it, you have to hold it, but you have to wait until this little clock goes all the way around before your settings pop up. And this is where you can edit your individual cards or your deck. You can change the display by showing all of the cards or only specific decks. And this is also where you can create your own or change the language. So if you are not an English language speaker, you can change the language to Spanish or French or German, and you're still able to communicate that way. The cool thing about having to wait for that little clock to show up in order to change the settings is that the student using this device can't accidentally get in there and delete some of the cards that are uploaded or some of the things they use most often, and then they get frustrated when they can't find them because they were accidentally deleted. Maybe the person doesn't know they were deleted. So it's good that they have to wait, because the odds of a student holding it long enough to get into that section are probably pretty slim. So this is my device. I do use augmented communication systems through an app, not this app specifically, but a different app with a student in my classroom. And it definitely has helped us understand him better, him communicate with us, and be a little more willing to try and communicate, because it's a lot easier to find pictures throughout here than it is to say the same word over and over again that no one's understanding. So that is my app. The app again is called Card Talk. And if the good thing about Card Talk 2 being free is that somebody is able to go through and see how user friendly the free apps are before you spend a lot of money, because some of these apps can be very pricey. Before you spend all this money on an app to find out that your student or your child has a hard time using it. So the free versions let you go through and play around a little bit and see if they are something that your student can use. Just because it's a communication device and you think it's a good fit does not mean that it's going to be a good fit for everyone. So you definitely want to make sure that you can go through and it's user friendly and it is functional for what you're looking for. So the fact that it's free definitely helps you do that without having to spend a lot of money to find that out. So thank you and have a good day.